The Miguel Cabrera debut was quite the success as he went 4 for 4 with 2 dingers. And he was looking to continue the tear at the plate along with other guys on the team on their own tears as well. This guy's lineup, I don't even remember the last time I played somebody with that flashback Crawford. And possibly, just maybe, people are filling out the Rays roster because they are going for cheaper than ever. I know the Braves, the Phillies, and even the Cardinals have a pretty cheap set at the moment. But the Rays are definitely down there now, especially since Chris Archer is now a silver. So they are, yeah, one of the cheapest rosters to fill out the game. So maybe people are trying to fill out that set more now. And that would be a good decision for anybody to do that because everybody knows by now Crawford is just a walking base hit. He is a on-base machine. Leading off in the bottom of the first, he is getting some good contact, but just lining out right there to surprise Ichiro Suzuki in center field for this guy. ELLSBURY has been going off himself since he has made the debut for the team, and he's getting a single of his own right there. The first 3 guys in the lineup, man, Crawford, ELLSBURY, and Bear. I got the lefties for the first 3 guys in the lineup. They are, honest to God, just on-base machines. But Yogi wasn't able to do anything right there as he is just flying out to shallow left right there. And then 2 batters later, after Bautista also flew out, Miggy is at it again, continuing the tear at the plate. So I got 2 guys in scoring position, but Donaldson, I have been struggling more than I've ever been struggling with 1 guy at the plate. Donaldson hasn't gotten a hit in this century. It has been way too long since Donaldson has gotten a base hit, just got on base. And he's just been struggling at the plate so bad. Don't really want to get rid of him because when I first picked him up, he was fucking getting base hits everywhere you look. So I'm just waiting for him to break out again, but he is on the biggest. He is just struggling more than I've ever seen a player struggle on the team. I'm able to get out of that inning, getting the double play to end that inning. So I'm coming back out in the bottom of the first. Cal Ripken is just hitting the weakest line out imaginable to Rizzo at first base right there. And then Hanley is flying. I was waiting on that shit up and in, and I'm not even able to get good contact on it. Just flying out to right field. Syndergaard. Every single time this guy is on the hill, man, he always contributes at the plate as well. Always gets good contact, I find. And I'm just grounding out to short right there, but that was some good contact. This guy's starting out the top of the third with a base hit of his own. So he's got a man on, and he's looking to advance the runner apparently. Stealing. I'm getting the K. I don't know what Yogi was doing right there, man. He kind of delayed throwing it to second base, so he makes it in there easily. And then 2 batters later, he was on third base, but Ichiro isn't able to capitalize himself surprise because it seems like every single person, which is pretty much like 90% of people these days who have flashback Ichiro, just go out there and kill me. Because when I had flashback Ichiro, I wasn't able to get shit with him. And every single person I play with flashback Ichiro just goes out there and embarrasses me. So Yogi flies out right there again to end that inning. So top of the fourth now, I'm continuing doing some work with Syndergaard on the hill. I was actually thinking about getting rid of Syndergaard at one point because I find that sometimes the control can be an issue with Syndergaard. And that always pisses me off sometimes, man, because if you miss your spot, like if you're using the meter like I'm using, and you don't get it right on the money, you may miss your spot by like 20 feet, and that shit can be frustrating a little bit. But his fastball, man, is one of the best in the game, and he also has a good curveball circle change as well. So I don't think he has that good of a slider, but he does have a good fastball changeup and curveball. But I was thinking about getting rid of him, but there's really no point because all I can do is just quick sell him, so I'd only be able to make 5,000 stubs anyway. And I've been looking at the market lately. Again, there's been some guys dropping, man. There has been some big-name guys dropping, especially at shortstop, I find, when I was looking at the shortstops, and I noticed that the 2003 A-Rod is lower than I've ever seen him going for. I know he's still going for a hefty price, but man, he is a fucking beast. His first 2 cards, his 2007 Yankee card isn't even that good if you ask me, because I was thinking about filling out the, I think you get that card when you fill out all the American League rosters, I'm pretty sure. And then you get the 2007 A-Rod. That card isn't even good if you ask me. The first 2 are crazy, but the 2007 A-Rod isn't even that good, so I don't really want to get him. The A-Rod I was looking to get was the one from 2003, and man, that card's crazy. He has good fielding, like 88 fielding, 88 arm strength, and the hitting stats are ridiculous, and he has been dropping a lot. He was going for like 400, 500,000 when for the first couple months I'm pretty sure this game was out, but he dropped down to about 220,000 I saw in the market yesterday. So maybe I can maybe, I don't know, man. I've been looking to just go after that guy at one point, but I need the stubs, and there's also some other guys I want to get too. Cal Ripken, he's a good fielder, but he hasn't been getting it done at the plate as most people have been noticing. He does have those couple games. Ripken's he's a really streaky hitter, man. He'll have those games where he gets like 3 hits, but then like the next couple games he will fucking strike out every time he's at the plate. So going into the bottom of the 6th, Crawford is laying down a bunt because this guy was laying down bunts too. So I had to respond with my own bunts, and I'm looking to take off with Crawford. Every time this guy's on base, I'm looking to take off, and he makes it in there easily. Very easily for Crawford, but then fucking 2 seconds later, Crawford gets picked off of second base, and Jesus Christ, man, that was huge because
0-1, here's the pitch. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone, a home run.
Dude, the power is real on that ELLSBURY card, man. He gives the squad the 2-0 lead. Could have been 3-0 if Crawford didn't get picked off of second. Next guy coming up to the plate, Yogi Berra making some good contact, but just getting under that one. And then Bautista is just getting under that one as well, looking to go back to back to back, but just getting under those with Yogi Berra and Bautista. First guy coming up in this inning, I'm getting on the K, but then Jake Lamb is coming to the dish next.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
One of those underrated guys who just always seem to get it done whenever they're at the plate. Jake Lamb makes this game 2-1 now, so this could get a little bit interesting. I didn't really want to take Syndergaard out at this point because he was pitching well. I think he only had about 3 or 4 hits on. I only had 3 or 4 hits on the game, but it was pretty even. And I was getting a lot of strikeouts with Syndergaard too, as I usually do. So I didn't really want to take him out at this point, even though I had some flamethrowers in the pen. I was definitely going to take him out later in this game. Now we're in the top of the 8th after I wasn't able to get shit in the bottom of the 7th. I'm getting the first guy swinging on an ugly one right there. Second guy coming up to the plate is just hitting a weak pop fly to Crawford and left. So now 2 down. And Ichiro is back up at the plate. I don't know why people try and mess people up by hitting triangle and shit. You know what I'm talking about, man? People try and fuck you up by doing that shit. And honestly, they just fuck themselves up by doing that. And he's just hitting the weakest little line out right there to Ripken. First pitch when his new pitcher from the pen came in. Hanley is taking him deep to straightaway center field off the flight deck in center right there. And then I'm pinch hitting Reggie Jackson. Said I was going to take Syndergaard out. I did just that. Reggie Jackson comes in, gets a base hit of his own, and then Crawford is following that up with a base hit of his own as well. So I got 2 guys on now. No chance in hell I was thinking about going to third base with Ichiro right there. ELLSBURY just flew out. So then the next guy, Mr. RBI himself, is looking to get some RBI. Dude, if that was Crawford rounding third base, I would have sent him 100%. But Jackson with not the good speed, no chance I was sending him. Bautista goes down via the K, and then Miggy is sending one to the opposite field. No, I guess that wasn't that close, but still, that could have been deadly with the bases loaded. Could have been a bases clearing double or something like that. This motherfucker right here, man, trying to lay down a bunt when I'm playing the bunt coverage and everything. Crawford almost ran that out still. So then Gwynn is coming to the plate. Here we go. The interesting 9th inning begins because it is not a game of MLB that I play in if the 9th inning isn't interesting. You want to talk about one of the fucking most bonehead decisions ever? What is this guy doing? This guy doesn't go back to first base on the flyout to Bautista right there, so I'm able to get the double play to end the game. What the hell is this guy even thinking? Syndergaard gets player of the game. No surprise. I had 13 Ks. Could have been ELLSBURY. I don't know, man, with that clutch home run.